Yeboah TV. This is going to be an interaction between myself and my viewers and subscribers of Kwaku Yeboah TV. Yesterday at the Legislative Assembly, otherwise known as Parliament, the Minister for Youth and Sports, as per the Constitution, was allowed to read the budget of the senior national soccer team, the Black Stars, on the floor of Parliament. Or it is required by law that post-tournament he's supposed to present the details of the money spent at the World Cup Qatar 2022. And so the Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, was on the floor of Parliament yesterday to give us a breakdown of how much was spent in Qatar. And according to the minister, a little over $5 million was spent, even though Ghana could not progress to the 1/16 stage of the World Cup. The nation spent over $5.1 million. And according to the minister, that includes bonuses, airfare, logistics, and other expenses that was catered for by the country as far as Qatar 2022 is concerned. And so Ghana spent over $5 million. And according to the minister, the breakdown included logistics and what have you, as I have mentioned. But I want us to have a holistic look at the journey of the World Cup as to whether it's been beneficial to the nation Ghana, or Ghana was an end at the end of the 2022 World Cup campaign. We've been told, it is on record, it is on official record by the sports ministry, that every qualification match of the Black Stars, Ghana spends $1 million. And from the preliminary stage to the group stage up to the head-to-head clash between Ghana and Nigeria, I mean the home and away encounters, we played 8 matches before qualifying for Qatar 2022. So simple mathematics, if each match we spend $1 million, it means that for the 8 qualification matches, Ghana spent $8 million. This, if you add this $8 million to the 5.171 spent in Qatar, it means the total expenses made by Ghana as far as our Qatar 2022 World Cup campaign is concerned is $13.171 million. Federation of International Football Association, FIFA, gave out $8 million as as prize money, and $2.5 million as participation fee. Out of the totaling $10.5 million. So $5 million was advanced by FIFA to the Ghana Football Association. So what we are yet to receive from FIFA is $9 million, being the prize money for our participation and our performance up to the group stage of the just ended World Cup. And so Ghana is making a total of $10.5 million, having spent over $13 million to qualify and then participate in the tournament. So simple mathematics, 13 minus 8, that gives you a loss of about $5 million. It means that if you add our qualification expenses to the money spent in Qatar, Ghana made a loss of $5 million in terms of cash. But of course, there are a lot of intangibles. There are a lot of Qatar that cannot be quantified in monetary terms. There are a lot of benefits: branding of the country, mileage, popular intangibles, the emotional benefit that we gain as a people beating Korea, the excitement, the unity that the tournament amongst Ghanaians, that cannot be quantified in monetary terms. But in terms of monetary value, Ghana made a loss of $5.1 million as far as the 2022 World Cup journey is concerned. And bear in mind, this is in addition to the monies spent during the qualification of the World Cup. And let me say this, because the World Cup is not an invitational tournament, you can't take out the qualification expenses. So I added the 8 matches, which the ministry is on record to have said we spent $1 million per match, so $8 million plus the $5.171 million we spent in Qatar, totaling $13 million. And so if we are raking in $10.5 million, that yes, if then my calculation is wrong. If we are raking $10.5 million and we have spent 13, it means that we've lost 2.6 thereabout million dollars in terms of the transaction in terms of monetary value. But of course, like I said, there are other benefits that we cannot say that the World Cup has not been beneficial. A lot of benefits that are intangible, that cannot be quantified in monetary terms. However, because Ghana could not advance to the 1/16 stage of the competition, according to the minister, the original budget made from the group stage to the 1/16 stage was $8 million. Having spent $5 million at the group stage, it means that the nation has saved $3 million. Add that to the $9 million that we are yet to receive from FIFA, we are talking about $12 million. And so this evening, I want us to share ideas, express our views on how that money should be invested. A lot of people are so disappointed that Ghana having qualified for Germany, and I'll read it live. We are going to interact with all Ghanaians. Your tax is part. The taxes of Ketokreku and his people are part. All Ghanaians, and in the end, Ghana was able to raise $8 million for the tournament, and then spent 5 out of the 8. So we've saved $3 million, and FIFA is giving us $9 million as prize money, in addition to the $1.5 million that has been given to the country already. But before we even decide on what to use the money for in terms of investing or reinvesting the money into sports to make sure we are created of being rendered to Ghanaians. So respectfully, we're asking the Honorable Minister, how much did Ghana raise from corporate sponsors to send the almost 1,000 supporters who went and cheered the Black Stars to Qatar? And to the Ghana Football Association, where is the $1.5 million that was given to Ghana ahead of the World Cup? Others are alleging that that money was used to play the 2 friendly matches between Brazil and Nicaragua. If that is the case, if Ghana paid for, and it's an assumption, the FA, let us be fair to the GFA hasn't come out with any release to confirm that that money was spent on the 2 friendly matches. But assuming without admitting that that money was spent on the 2 friendly matches, if Ghana spent that quantum on the 2 friendly matches, it means that we'll benefit from gate fees and TV rights. And so, assuming that that $1.5 million was spent on the 2 games, where is the gate proceeds? Where is the TV right? Because any social media platform that's that match live had itself to blame after the game, because Global TV from Brazil claimed they owned the TV right. And of course, it wouldn't go for free, a big game like Ghana-Brazil. So assuming that we use the participation fee of $1.5 million to Nicaragua and Brazil, it means that we owned those 2 games. So where is the TV rights money, and where is the gate fees? Because I was in France to witness the Ghana-Brazil game. I ran commentary, and the stadium was almost filled to capacity. And so obviously, as the spenders, as regards that match, as the country that spent for that match to be honored, if play the Black Stars, it is Ghana that paid for Nicaragua to play the Black Stars. If that is the case, then where is the TV rights money? Where is the gate proceeds? Because as the right too much from those 2 sources of income, these are the raising. Quite apart from that, what are we using the $3 million we've saved as a result of the fact that we could not advance to the 1/16 stage, and the $9 million that is coming from FIFA, totaling $12 million? My view is that that money should be used to complete the 10 sports complexes the of talent hunting, in terms of nurturing talent, in terms of health courts that are event centers within those sports complexes. So that is my humble appeal, that we should all join hands to appeal to the sports ministry. Money should be used to complete those sports infrastructure. Kaneshi Sports Complex is one of them, so that years to come, it will be said that in 2006 we could not utilize our money properly. We don't know what the World Cup proceeds was used for. In 2010, we don't know what it was used for. In 2014, we couldn't account for it in terms of tangibilities. But at least there was a certain minister by name Honorable Mustafa. In 2022, he used that money to complete the sports complexes that had already been started by his own government, and it will be a legacy for up and coming generations to benefit, and everybody can point fingers that, oh, this is what we benefited from the 2022 World Cup. Our resources, our time and everything. At some point, Ghanaians were asked to fast for the Black Star, and out of patriotism, I know a lot of people might. Among for speculate, says $1.5 million, no, and you go assuming, say no cry. You know about too much is no card. Gate proceeds no, say by your Yeboah. It was say we head down Yeboah TV. Keep sharing, keep subscribing to Dan Yeboah TV. Now, me you that you know ha. Ono me say messages ni biaba. Na be page no na me hwe say messages ni biaba na me question no e dey apemo. But mami mi saw. Enra Honorable Mustafa ni presentation who say.
Well, Kwaku, mami, and I have a asset, and me now I see some opportunity out there, mammy and the ministry now, but so first and foremost, known to me, a boy, including the GF, you know, might to me qualify as a nation because it was a difficult task. Ubi Samia, because after the 2019 Nations Cup, you call Cameroon and Yemen Kuye by Ghana Nibia, only Ghana Nimi and Sana, etusiating Kumo. Now, Ubisana said Ghana, you bet me I qualify for Qatar World Cup, Nova Qatar said Derby. Even at a point in time, Nani Mamaya day, bet and the ministry, you know, and with the support of all Ghanaians, it may qualify ahead of Nigeria. Back to
yeah, with your Mami Chawano, Dennis Boachisi, big ups, Mr. Dan K. Yeboah, you are doing a good job in and out. God bless you. And John can come down. That's into us.
Indeed, as I now will be managing, yes, but selling your tough about Nino, or my musica. Ye cost say on the November, no, Diawada, MTN. No institutions, no, it may buy minister. You know, and I'm fan one mammy custom parliament or more and ra. Yes, take it too. On one cassa, ne budget now obey defend expenditure or my whom yet or minor see. And I'm saying qualify from the group stage. Uncle 116 stage in 80. Sikabia KOC 2-year qualification bonus ni nano. Enti yenyam faso of $3 million. I saw we preparations. Obo series of friendly because team no a world prepared ahead of the tournament. Yeboah against Brazil. Yeboah Nicaragua. They prepare on say they go. Now even Ghana ni bi onye opportunity a share game ni bi wo Ghana bia no e be ka cho say okwan ye fa so ye de hwe new edibiase stadium bia ona go ni lante vanda ko mo start ya e ho nsawon so ka say no akansi semu e wo be kwai ho takwa e de no so om kotwa ye e no nenam so ma golf anka di esi wo so a ekoje ya omo ye de ma media mo mo hwe ni so be complete no mo tumi ai Kwaku nice idea but the question is say abai no be pre ama ye de sa $3 million na aka no akọ complete sa
ye de 9 na FIFA de ba ne ka ma na ye 12 nye 3
ti say wo de 9 na e ba de enti ama me ka 3 ne say minister na me hu say $3 million no and a car a daho because Kwaku say 9 ne ba be ka to 3 no ho a e be 12 12 no aban so boka you shouldn't forget say
you say aban boka infrastructure and say ye aban credit
meba ye go qualifies no only me say proud to this worker and only niema amprofo refi ye bo qualifies so and every one game be bia ne wo $1 million per explanations are F no any ministry no e dey amai enti see ye bo best 6 matches are and ye dey qualify to this World Cup meaning $6 million echo. So when even you subtract $6 million no from that $12 million na abana ebeka say ebeka 4 so no we 6 if ebeka another 6 million set 12 plus 6 plus 6 12 into ebeka $6 million into abano definitely oman mu ayedin abano so be say bia obeti but obeti bia Kwaku in your own estimation na me hwe video bi onabo esiama nankasa ni krom ho awudi MP no nyina hi ho no fene na vara ni ensuo atwagu so ama stadium na wa mahihye nkonya ne ade no wo na nanka adru be say 80%. Oko other venues e wo ho make contact with you senka aban no any efe no betena se say ampa say sika yaba enti ya pese ye use sika no na ye disie ma emi so odane hye timamufo no ensa enti astrate oko tema committee 2 say honorable college ahenkra Mexico Park at Daneno and the front light near the Nancy. So I was there last week. And it's a new town for game on boy. Some of the even ministers need be at the one amount of money, a year taxpayers' money. Near the air, not 10 and Emino Casino. I can't see someone yen to me every Kwaku, Okon Great Grass any other sectors now, constituencies now. Park a cry a bosso born, a biniho. But yetumi akoye bi wo baabi obehuno na akanwram obehuno na ye tutu ene miami kroma chi won na ye koye wo na otan edu baabi na nantwie na asi so because ye wie ye odan otan enti Kwaku I said with you so mampani na na do betie na oni ebe kwadwen kroma e wo mo so menu ayede but e kana wapo ama sa 10 astroturfs entumi mwaye omo hwe na won hye no sports minister no na oni FN entrance ne anyi sika no ma ye nkonkoye no 2010 de na ku asana danso ye se emfa nkoto consolidated fund na bepem ne ye hu ba bi ekofai no ne emfa to ne wie ne complete because at the end of the day ye bodin a eye na na akufa to o mai moye den a ye complain ye bodin and it is your legacy and ye Mahama legacy it is your own legacy and one our Mustafa ebedi as you can see ama adie and education ama start here now seka and obeja wa oba na se utua ka no se sika ya se ye de udi ade a na ne wukodi na ade no oja ka to ho a o se utumi etua ka no oja ja to ho a e odi a e wonfa so de that thing so na bu Mustafa on no mampani ene me am check ne ade am ye no was serious cabinet meeting time now your afternoon show no and I think say these are some of the issues, and when they go to cabinet meeting, they should be able to discuss with the first gentleman of the land. Say, Nana, a Juma or they share me predecessor and son. Why you do, baby? And come say, baby, why you do no? You to me incomplete. Oko, Azuma Nation Sports Complication, Kwaku, I can't see him. And even ye see KB Crano and Quebec to me Asaka. All Africa games is just around the corner. Next, ye to me, yes, I'm your main now. Omo ba no enye javelin shot put distance ne tennis ne ade nkwa no omo babe
25 disciplines
discipline football sa ka ho even those nations na eba be kan Ghana ho no ebe tumi a train wo other centers within your catchment area greater Accra here. So I think say if you are calling for this discussion na Ghana for na Ghana for ne there it's in the right direction, and I believe say omampeni enti asupem titru Mustafa money here
the need for us to invest in sporting legacies.
Exactly. Okay. Because oko one kwakata kra Meaning so oko kata more than 10 times and sana World Cup ni be do so. And I watch say
I lesson am I.
I lesson am I was sane kata for no kra esa won ditamudie ene ade nanko all lobby say sa
Container stadium stadium 974
exactly but and to me and we pay. So I think say ye tu kwanye ko hu niema bi na ye fa ye ba ye krom ha ye me replicating what we going to witness or go and learn about it no na meboa the youth and then bia wona oye sector minister as honorable Yusuf Mustafa the net 4 or 8 also who free so na okwa obi be ka say honorable ni be dey as a kese ma de no ni legacy anaso mampani anyisu ade ho odi si wo say astrotef no ye betumi aye no obaye no o mane beto so eye wanka so wa be ma de o enye John Mahama de na waka say
NBC for next start here
yeah me na omo de abetu omo
the same government
and the same government
okay.
And I don't think say I was see a jai na essay no money sika sabe bisia bodu bi ni akwaje ye na ye mene ye man ko waste
okay.
And at the end of the day it will go back and hunt us because if it is a bond we will go there and make sure say we will pay nanu ya finance minister ko a year or ko with the budget ni ade o de we buy Kwaku kan ye say ye ka ye de amaya hodo no ye ntumi nkotua bi de mesane say omo hwe no mo ma yani enko the astrolef no nia bebia ya ye du na aka no ho
na ye ntumi
sports complexes no
okay.
And you should omo ye other facilities share mu
so it's not only about football
athletics ni ade volleyball ni tennis ni ade
sports complex
it's not only swimming pool na e wo binom I think say enya de e wo se to na jeje mu ya hwe na ntumi emu ama ne ntumi.
Okay, thank you so much Dachihini, and that was a wonderful submission. It is a crying shame that as a country we've invested in sporting facilities and we are leaving them to rot under the same government. It is just a change of minister. It is just reshuffle that occurred. It is not like a project that was started by former President Mahama or started by the NDC and they've been ousted, and NPP has taken a decision not to pursue that project because of political reasons. It is the same His Excellency Nana Addo Kwaku's presidency, and Honorable Esiama was his minister, likewise Honorable Mfa. So we are pleading that this World Cup should be invested into these sports complexes that are scattered across the country. And it is unprecedented that any government would put up 10 sports complexes across the country. But if we are unable to finish and we leave them to rot, it is as good as not starting at all. It is even worse than starting. So Honorable Minister, Cabinet, and whoever is concerned should ensure that for the first time, Ghana would invest the World Cup proceeds. So come next 4 years, we can proudly point our fingers that, 4 years ago, after exiting at the group stage, even though we lost emotionally, we invested our emotions and lost, we let us say, questions in there by no questions is more thing. Honorable Woyome, ebisa question na maybe say sa sikana yenya free corporate Ghana na ye dey fast sponsors sen yenya ye Speaker of Parliament Honorable Bagbin amana yia no minim de entra questions about na more than enough because the questions anka ye na tie chire kra na ye betumi ebisa say one tie gigi ska free corporate Ghana and the supporters square yenya sen ye spending on the supporters. So if FIFA decome my $1.5 million by GFA account before the World Cup, says he can. These are questions the ordinary Ghanaian was expecting, and of course they are representing our interest as Parliament.
Yeah. Well, I'm more honorable Mensa Woyomi Abaso for that question, and say Speaker of Parliament Honorable Abasumano Bagbina Mano Enya Noa. The whole Ghana will be all share, and will be T. Bibiano, Ebehu, where Honorable the Speaker of Parliament. You can't tell me say one. You can't tell me say. Ya call tournament aba. Ya the supporters are call. Supporters near the corner. Only a Ghana for seminar. And he say abuying supporters.
You say you didn't one for mine. You cannot the corporate money.
Corporate money no. and that was the reason why I say speaker Emma sports minister and the sector minister no Emma Yehusika a comb near a plane ticket.
There should have been transparency.
Exactly. Per diem, you can't tell say your mempo and your demecan supporters no eco PMA many budget. I'm not against the supporters. At least Nana Dunanka say man penny no be disono. Was so on na memono and as obey sika dia and your walk up wajuma bi na ye. Enti anka ye wenu a clear test case and a big question cake as a honorable Speaker of Parliament, Babin Emma Sector Minister and but not that we stand is one man no. Some of us were privileged to some sponsorships buy a bet me at 2 dia. At least hearing the amount of money corporate Ghana at the best support to at least medical culture say MTN brought $2 million. Mara Eddie B buy Golf Ghana Eddie B buy Uber Eddie B buy. These were money nani nano a part of
sponsorship drive to support.
So I think sir minister no should again, you know, he's a very good friend of mine. Definitely I'll get in touch with him with an exclusive interview.
Okay.
Now on church the near memu enye Ghana ni na wotie chire na wotie ye no e penfifimu
ebe na nya gidie kura wo the ministry ni.
Exactly. Say minister we buy ye no. Send your call na who say yes sell 8.1 na your budget ye dey call ye ampa ye buy ye no yes sell 5 million dollars and $3 million actually because ye to me unqualified from the group stage NTC candidate. So I think that when transparency and accountability are at work or at par onipa bia obekon hon echna say me go
it instills confidence
in the system. It is ne me ko na me ka say oh me ko corporate Ghana company we ho akwa jiska be ka say oh okay omo ko ye no omba chireche nema mu chire ye eno kura be boa wa ma wo Mustafa Yusuf now ye sector minister no e chire bi uko obi a ho a obebie na pon
kwesi billionaire osikweku even if it was from another government it will not be right. Why should we become a country of unfinished projects? Why should we become a country of unfinished projects? Projects now you can say, yeah, me one because any different government, but on no class say even another government where your mind sick. I agree with you, Akwesi.
Sure. And I make can say bond, no. You bet you.
Your mind not bet you. I buy for
back at the whole chain. Okay. Me know and a budget tour.
Okay.
I said, Kwaku no G2. We say, oh, steady. I may say near Beckano. Woman fetty at Crossport Stadium. Ye not proper scoreboard.
Only a sipon.
A sipon. Na ada Kumase Temaleni ade babia e wo se ye bia ne yenye Kwaku ade American say ukọ ye dressing rooms any babia sebe ye bunso washrooms ni ade wo stadium ho a enika enti so man panyia ye professor Tumasi esi said National Sports Authority boss a send no mutumi dia Accra Sports Stadium han ema yesu tutuma clubs no nya baby mobile no e call baby for from omonfa washrooms no ma private people na yen hwade because Kwaku se me wo de washrooms e wa Accra Sports Stadium e hye me nsa
to manage
now sabi obi try take no oba no oba be ebebu nsu a meginiska and making sure say you cleaning up come on because I said we are paying the staffs of National Sports Authority and ye hu adwuma bia omo eye wo stadium ho
emphasis hana sorry say me twa wanem say braninti ye de be si ha but let's keep the discussion going in our homes, in our workplaces, in our hospitals, in our wherever we find ourselves as Ghanaians. My wish is that for the first time in our history we should be able to invest in us the money, so that 4 years to come, Ghanaians will excitedly support another drive to raise money to support the Black Stars for another World Cup. I'm saying they will because viewers know if you are blue chase, they will want to bet yanka. Yada must say money a digit. Your family Dan Kwaku. Keep sharing Dan Kwaku Yeboah TV. Keep subscribing. Na Yeboah and fat discussion in which you said the beya. Your World Cup sikano. Yada beya the papa man who are bound for so. Yada more my Ghana. Yada must.